Streaming. Okay. So this is a stream of the, let me make sure it actually does work. Yeah, it does work. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm wondering how to, so if you're watching this live, I'm streaming on Odyssey. Looks like there's no way to see the chat. So actually, let me check this again. I think I have to I have to mute it. Just give me a second. Okay, so started a minute ago. Oh, okay. So there we go. Oh, the live stream is here. Okay. So I'm live. So if you're able to, if you go to Odyssey and log in, you can follow along, ask any questions, and I'll be able to answer them live. Okay, so let's get started here. Just a second. Okay. So greetings. This is Erodo Jumbo. Where have I been? Well, I'm in Soviet Kazakhstan, which means that it's been snowing every other day and literally been buried with lots and lots and lots of snow. So I actually hurt my wrist. Hopefully I'll be able to type. That's why I've been gone. Anyway, so let's begin. In this tutorial, we will create CSS styled content for new windows in JavaScript. So in the last tutorial, we're able to create new windows in JavaScript and put content in those new windows. However, I deliberately did not style it because the tutorial would have been too long. So in this tutorial, we'll do styling. So this is brought to you by the jumboshop.com Learning JavaScript Course. Basically, JavaScript makes it easy to create CSS styled content for new windows. New windows can be opened in the same window as a new window or new tab. The jumboshop.com Learning JavaScript Course web ID can be used for this tutorial and also inspired this tutorial. So for this particular tutorial, we will actually use all three types of CSS. So for implementation. So for example, there's the inline style. This one just basically means that when you create an element, for example, like a paragraph, which is the P tag, you can actually add the style inline as an attribute. For example, like when you say class equals or ID equals, you just use style equals and you put your styles in. Just like down here, you see it will be something like this: style, property, and value. For example, if I want the color to be blue, this is what I would use. And then there's another one called internal styles. So you place all your styles into a style element. And in that particular case, if something like here, you see it's a color blue, and all you do is you will, the target, which could be a class or an ID, you simply just, or even the element itself, you just enclose it in squiggly brackets. So if you look at if you find some old tutorials on the internet, they'll tell you that the style element has to be inside the head section. That's no longer necessary in HTML5. So you can put the styles anywhere. They could be in the head section, they could be in the body, they could be literally after your element or before your element. So it does, that no longer applies. That rule no longer applies in HTML5 and above, at least as of 2025. Okay, and then there's also the external CSS style sheets. So those ones, you have to use the link element. And for example, like right here, this is how you do it. You put the link element and then you put the href of the external style sheet. So this could be a URL. You could even have a different domain if the domain allows hot linking. Or if it's in your web root, you can simply put styles.css or whatever the name of the file is. And obviously you can have multiple styles, even just in the inline or even in the internal. You can have multiple. And if you're using the external CSS, you can have multiple external CSS. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, it's because maybe they're for specific things. Maybe you have just specific styles just for the header, and then which are going to be reused elsewhere, and maybe have some styles for specific pages. So that's how you could use the internal, inline, or external style sheets. That's all up to you. Okay, so all of this will be created using JavaScript. So as you know, JavaScript is open source. It follows the EMAScript standard. It's licensed under W3 software license. Allows commercial use, modification, distribution, and making derivatives proprietary. So as you can see here, the code snippet for this tutorial, you can simply click here to expand, and you'll be able to get it. And also, you can also, if you want, you can, this will be the output. So you see, we're going to open up a new window, and then we're going to inspect only that new window just to make sure that our code is correct. I want to remind you that every Friday, I do have a live stream hosted on YouTube. You visit ojambo.com for details. For example, the next one, which is coming up this coming Friday, this will be about how to create your custom plugin in WordPress. So just visit ojambo.com for more details. You can, if you have a YouTube account or you sign up for YouTube, you'll be able to participate, meaning that you can ask me questions live and I'll be able to answer them. Else, you can simply just click, scroll down and just click on this. Then you can watch the video without having to log in, participate live. Obviously, you won't be able to participate live. Okay, so let's head over to ojambo.com, ojamboshop.com. I'm going to now use the Learning JavaScript Web IDE. I chose the Chapter 8 object. You can pick any page 29 for the object decoration, but you can use any of the pages which has the IDE, and the output will be here, but in this particular case, I'm making my own output in the little pop-up. So that way you can inspect and everything. Okay, so let's actually now begin the coding part. Hopefully my wrist holds up. Okay, so let's go here. Once again, if you want to ask any questions live, I am here and I can I'll be able to see what's going on. Okay. So let's okay, maybe I should just put something in the chat. I'll say hello world. So I've added a message in the chat. I typed hello world. Hopefully that shows up. Okay, so all right, let's begin here. So as usual, you can copy and paste from the code snippet. So this part's not going to change. We'll just create a new window. Equals window dot open. I'll put null, and here will be all the height. I'll make it 200. I'll make the width 400. I shouldn't leave a space in there. 400. Make the status equals yes. Toolbar equals no. Menu bar equals no. And location equals no. Okay, now if we compile this, this should open up a new window. Do you see there? That's a window there. And you can see there's no toolbar and there's no menu as well. Okay. Now we're going to add the window content. New window content. Oh, it's very hard to type. Okay, so I'll create a p tag, and this will be new window dot document dot create element. So that's going to be a p tag. Oops, p tag. Now create n for the node, new window.document.create text node. Be sure to check out, and I leave a space there. So I can give it an ID equals content, and I can target that ID in the CSS equals note, or I can target the class. In this case, it will be note. And then finally, style.color. So instead of default, it's black, so I'll make it gray. Then now I'm going to append the text node on line 8 to the paragraph, and then I can append document.body. So I want to append this to the body. So I say append child. Okay. So if I compile this, I should now have new window document append child p. Okay, why didn't that work? Okay, so the reason that didn't work is because I put here p on line 12, so this should have been n, because it was just an empty paragraph. Now I could have inspected it, but it is, oops, that still didn't work. P append child and new document append child body append child. Not sure why that's not working. Okay, let's continue. That should have worked. Link equals new window dot document dot create element. So this is the anchor tag, or A. So link dot set attribute href and https or jamboshop.com. Link dot append child document dot create text node jamboshop.com p dot append child link. See if that one works. Still doesn't work. Is it the gray color? Maybe I made a mistake with the gray color. Oh, there. Okay, this is the mistake right here. There we go. Now it should work. Yeah, there we go. Okay, please check it out. So the reason why it didn't work because I made a mistake when I put the on line 11 the color. Okay, so for the link, I probably made another mistake here. New create set attribute. It's fine. Link append child document create text node Jumbo Shop. Yeah, that's correct. And then line 17, you add the link there. Then finally, we're going to create a span. New window dot document dot oops, spelled this wrong. it's very painful to type. New window dot document dot create element span dot inner HTML. I use the template strings, say for the courses, and to leave a donation click. I can make a hyperlink href because https ojambo.com/donate, and I'll just type here close it off. p.append child span. Oh, it's weird. Let me inspect this to see what's going on here. Okay, so I did inspect it, and as you can see here, the P is there, the style is there. Be sure to check out is finally there. The problem was that our hyperlink and the span are not showing up there, so I must have made a spelling mistake somewhere. Let's quickly see if I can fix that up. So I'll start with the link here. So the link, new window, oh, new, spelled new wrong. New wrong there, oops. What in the world? Yeah, new window. Okay, so new window, I think that should fix that one. Yeah, there we go. Jumbo.com, this is the hyperlink. You see if it's a true link, as you can see down here, to take me to jumboshop.com, and then for courses, and you click here, you see it's https or jumbo.com/donate. Okay, be careful with spelling mistakes. So basically in JavaScript, when you usually it's a camel case, meaning that the first word, English word, is lowercase, and then you capitalize the beginning of the second word. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a external style sheet. So it's going to be new window dot document dot create element. So this is going to be a link, and dot set attribute rel, and it will be style sheet, then link dot h, oh sorry, link h dot set set attribute href styles.css. As I was saying before, if this was if this is a remote CSS, you just put the full URL. In this case, I'm going to be using relative, meaning that it's in the web root of the application or website. And then, of course, new window dot document document dot body dot append child h. So if you notice here, I appended it to the body, but you can because even though I didn't create a body, usually modern browsers will automatically create the body for me, so I don't need to worry about that. I could probably append it to the head section as well, so just replace body with the head. And as I said before, in the old browsers or the old HTML standard, you had to put it in the head section, but some browsers were very forgiving. But these days in HTML5, the style tag does not have to be in the head section. Okay, now I'm going to create an internal style sheet or styles. Style equals new window, window dot document dot create element style. Maybe should I be consistent? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Style. I'm a little lazy, so I'll just use the style dot inner HTML, then use the template strings again. So I put span, squiggly bracket. So color, make that red. And I'll make the font weight bold. And you can add as many styles as you want. Okay. And that should be enough. The new window dot document dot body dot append child style. So if we compile this, you can see what happened here. The paragraph was all gray. So the reason I showed you this before I added the styles was that the nested elements, they automatically inherit the style of the parent. So that's why when I made this gray, everything became gray. And then that's why I was able to target this span tag and make it you see, red and bold. So now if we do inspect this, as you can see, can I zoom in here? I'm going to see if I can zoom in. Yeah, there we go. I can zoom in. Good. So as you can see, the paragraph here, you see that it says element style gray. That's because I have style equals gray. That's the inline style. So because it's nested, so basically this text part, that's a text node, that will be gray, and everything including the hyperlink and the span. But because I target the span, you see here, I have a style. It's span, color red, font weight bold. So that then this part became it became red. But also the child. So in this particular case, this hyperlink for which is nested inside the span, this one here for the donate, it inherited the style of this. So for example, if I click here, you see it says inherited from span. So what it inherited from span is the color is red. But it also inherited from the P, and you see the P is also is gray as well. But if you notice, if I take this out here, if you notice, this is not red. Why is that not red? The reason it's not red is because the default supersedes it. Now there's ways I can target that as well, but the default is, you see, it comes from the user agent, the style sheet. That's the default for the web browser. What it does, it has its own, for example, it adds the text decoration underline, it adds a pointer, and whatever the WebKit color link is, which I believe is blue. So there's ways to override this, but that's not important for this particular tutorial, because otherwise the tutorial will be way too long. As of right now, I don't have a timer for this, but oh yeah, it says, so the tutorial has already been 25 minutes. So you can see that will take way too long, but that is good enough. So as I said, the links do work. You can go to jamboshop.com, you can go to the donate. So I am gonna finish up here. It looks like nobody was able to join for the chat. Not a problem. Maybe next time I'll also advertise this. Okay, so we can go back, we can close this, and you can clear, and you can type new things in here, and then you can also log out, and it will just take you to the jamboshop.com. If you click here, it'll just take you there. So you can see I do have other stuff there for the jamboshop.com. So let's go back to jamboshop.com. Just give me a second. I need to pull this out for a minute. I made a little mistake. Just give me a second. Let's see here. I need to inspect here. We'll be back. Okay. And I think I can dump this here again. Yes, there we go. Okay. So as I was saying, this is the screenshots for this tutorial, and it's the video you're watching. Of course, it's also after this live stream, it's going to be available on YouTube. I already explained that how to use the JavaScript course web IDE. JavaScript is open source. Just a quick reminder again, on Friday, you can join the live stream and ask any questions. You visit ojambo.com for details and instructions. And this is the one here. It tells you what the upcoming live stream is about. Okay, back here, I'll let you know that I do have learning programming courses on jamboshop.com. For example, right now I'm promoting the JavaScript course. It's available on jamboshop.com. It's available. You can learn at your own pace at 24/7. That's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are no subscriptions, just a one-time fee. And you can submit questions for very reasonable turnout. It should be within 24 hours. It'll be most of the time, it will actually be faster than that. And then I also have the book version of the course. The only difference between the book and the course is that the book doesn't include the IDE and JavaScript. So you obviously just need a web browser, or you can use your favorite IDE or obviously and a web browser. So the book comes in two versions. There's a paperback book, that's a physical book, and then there's the ebook version. That's just a digital version. You download your favorite e-reader. And the links are in the description, of course. So you can also go to jambo.com/javascript-dom CSS, and under references, you can see, you can just click here to go straight to the jamboshop.com Learning JavaScript Course. There is also a Learning JavaScript paperback on Amazon and Learning JavaScript ebook on Amazon. I'm going to be placing this in other bookstores to see if those are popular. Obviously, so the other courses I also have, the Python and PHP. The PHP one will be promoted again because that's what WordPress runs on. Obviously, JavaScript is good to know because that will help you for creating plugins and your own themes and stuff as well. And of course, if you need any help with JavaScript or anything else, you simply visit ojamboservices.com for custom websites, applications, and tutorials. Okay, I'm going to stop the live stream now. Thank you, and see you next time.